What's going on, y'all? It is Joe. We are back with the moral truth on some good vibes, and boy, we got a good topic today. Kobe, where you at?
Oh, I'm here, man. This is a good topic, y'all. Stay tuned for this one. It's going to be a good one.
Yes, it is. It is. Somebody sent this to me. My boy Eli. We were drill instructors together. We're gonna call him up and get him on this podcast because one, I be serving his ass up in basketball all the time, But we're gonna get him out here. But the biggest thing is he brought to me is what makes the person, the male per se. We're only gonna talk from the male point of view. What makes the male steer away from the relationship and cheat? And if the male is willing to take that person back for cheating, whether it's male or female, is it feasible to take somebody back to cheat? I mean, this is going to be a hell of a debate. You know what I'm saying, Kobe? I mean, because I think this is like one of the ones where it can go left, right, to the north, south, east, west. I don't even know, but it's one of them things, right?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say it could go north, south, east, or west. In my opinion, it's just only one way. But that's just me.
Right. I mean, you're saying in your opinion, but we have seen plenty of instances where multiple women forgive and try to relearn because maybe something happened and they take partners back. And there has been guys, I've witnessed guys who have taken their partner back for the same for cheating and gave them another opportunity, and believe it or not, maybe they have grown from it. But besides that, we're gonna get to that later, man. What are the things that you think would make us cheat, like as males? Like, what do you think these are driving force? Because I'm gonna start them to say it's not gonna be the things of look. It's not gonna be anything else like that. And women go drive so crazy that we go to the gym. I'm a big gym guy. I go to the gym. I got to get my workout on. Something good for keep my mental's good. But there's other females in the gym. Right? Females assume that when you go to the gym, you're going to the gym because you're trying to look good for what? No, it's looking good for yourself. I really don't care about looking good for them. But it's the evolution of, they think that we're out there doing the things. Now, I believe on the male standpoint that one of the biggest things, and we're going to break them down, Kobe, but let's start with this. I think the thing we can put up there and we say maybe top 5, lack of intimacy. What do you think, Kobe?
I mean, yeah, I have to say that I don't think there's any reason, off the get, that anybody should cheat or that would cheat or that there's anything that motivates it, because I don't think it's right.
No, yeah, exactly. We're not condoning it. No.
But things that I could see that could possibly, drive someone else maybe to do that, because I would never. Yeah, I could say it would be lack of intimacy for sure. Yeah, I mean, like if you're not being intimate with your partner and your partner, isn't getting any love from you or is not feeling the love, that's definitely going to drive, you two apart in the relationship.
Now let me ask you this. 100%. Let me ask you this, Kobe, because we say lack of intimacy, and a lot of people will chime in. I guarantee we're going to get some females who listen to this, but like, well, you know what? It's not all about intimacy in a relationship. No, it is not all about intimacy. Now let's put a cap on this. Just because you don't get any for a week or 2 weeks, do you think that's the reason the male is going to really jump out there? For me, it's going to be a time evolution of maybe months per se, where that now you venture out there because you're like, okay, well, obviously it's not coming from here and it's not happening here. So what's going on? Because now you think there's something wrong with the relationship. That leaves that male tendency to steer out there because somebody else is trying to jang his chain, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, at that point, bro, it's like, what do you do, right? And you can combat all this stuff, but a lot of people are like, oh, well, sex is not the biggest thing in a relationship. No, it's not. But if you have a bond, you got a good intimacy bond with that person, most likely, I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't going nowhere if you're being taken care of in the house. Is that true for a fact? Especially coming from you, right?
Yeah, but intimacy is not just that. I mean, you already said it, but like,
it's not.
Intimacy is not just the physical act. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot more than that. You're like taking care of each other. Flowers, making your significant other. At least as a man, like I would get my wife flowers every now and then, just to let her know that how much I appreciate her doing those little acts or whatever, that can be, a sign of intimacy, of how I feel about her, portraying how I feel about her through, what I'm saying, a card or a little love note or,
Right.
little things, right? That's what makes, your partner know that you're still in it to win it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that
Exactly.
shit fresh all the time.
Exactly. And I, here the biggest part is now we're gonna throw a little icing on the cake. Now, long distance relationships. Now, because you're not getting any, right, within that period. And I ultimately believe you're in that long distance relationship. When you go out there and meet up, yes, it goes down. X, Y, and Z, everything is squared away. That's where you keep, your boundaries right now. That could be throwing a curveball too, because now if you're going out there and nothing's happening, right, then what happens? Do you think the male stares away, or does he question, because you're coming out there, because hey, you haven't seen in a while, got to get, X, Y, and Z. I mean, Cole, what do you think about that one?
I mean, long distance relationship. I mean,
Well, not
I'd
the long
probably
distance
say,
relationship, the long distance avenue of, because remember now, you can't get it on a daily basis in a long distance relationship. It's physically impossible, right?
yeah, but I probably wouldn't. I mean, and then I don't know. That's a tricky one. I only say that because
Aha, it is.
a long distance relationship, and what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And then 9 times out of 10, probably they don't work out. I mean, all the ones that I've seen, like hell, you've seen, at least being in the military and people go on deployments. How many times do they come back and the girl isn't there?
Well,
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
that's we gonna talk about that long distance relationship. We're gonna definitely come back to that. But I'm saying that it could be a strain or it cannot be a strain. It just really depends, right?
Well, it could be, yeah, it could be a relief too if like you've been married for 10 years or something like that, and you go, someone goes on a deployment or whatever, or if you go away for like a work trip or adventure or whatever. Sometimes it could be nice. It could be like a break that was needed to kind of freshen things up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you saying so? You talking about a break to go cheat? Or
No.
okay, cause
Not a break to go
bro,
cheat.
we
Just
are
like a
just
break
talking
away
about
from each other. You know what I'm saying?
we are talking about just the cheating evolution at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I don't think that's ever appropriate.
Okay, so bro, we talked about one, we talked about MC. Number two on the list, I believe that that person is gonna maybe steer from the rack. I'm gonna say lack of affection. Now, this is totally different from intimacy. Definitely. I mean, what do you feel about that, Kobe? Lack of affection, because what I mean by that is somebody of a good stature. You go out there and you're not getting lack of affection from your significant other. Now, if you just became friendly, you start meeting up somebody else who's actually giving you that affection, everything else, it's gonna make you ooh and ah a little bit. What do you feel about that, Cole?
I mean, yeah, I've seen that before, where it can make your significant other, feel special, whatever, like coworkers, whatever the hell, But there's that line, what I'm saying, that you can't cross. So that's just my
It's
take
camp,
on that
right?
one. But I've seen it before, yeah.
At the same time, but we're just pointing out things that can possibly make, or things that we possibly hear from males are saying that this is what the things when I asked around, like these guys are saying that maybe this is why they you know been in a prior relationship, but they cheated, or they thought about it or stepped out. That's what I'm saying. All these things
Oh
throw
yeah,
into gravy. You know what I'm saying, right?
yeah.
Number three on the Richter scale. We talked about empathy, we talked about affection, and believe it or not, money. Money can change the whole aspect of everything.
I agree, 100%. Yeah, money makes the world go round, man. That's money's the hugest motivator for everything.
And now the funny part is, now you might say, now some people are thinking like, is it money because the other person is making more money? No, it is money because the person is wasting money and not getting anything in return. That's what I mean by money, right? Because at the same time, you're out there whining and dining, doing nothing else, and nothing's happening, right? No, you feel like that you're getting used at that point, and that now that person, kind of might vacate out. Now, I just gave you three code. What do you got? Give me three more, man. What do you think?
I mean, I don't. The biggest one I would say that I see constantly is like if you get stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Like in a
Ooh,
relationship,
yes,
like I have a lot
yes,
of friends that I
yes.
know they get stagnant or whatever, and they become, I guess, boring, which would be under the same things that you named off, like lack of affection, lack of sex life or drive or, feeling that love in that relationship. And then maybe even money too, because as a person becomes stagnant and goals don't get achieved and you guys don't power in the relationship, what I'm saying, that male might start not performing in his job, what I'm saying? So everything starts to fail. And that could definitely, lead to cheating.
Yeah, that's you mentioned a great point, stagnant, man, because when you say stagnant, that definitely happens. It happens on the male side, happens on the woman's side too, because you think the battle's already won, so you just stop doing what you got used to. And a lot of us actually find ourselves doing that, and that person drives away. And I think that's more on the female side, because us as males, sometimes we just get so naive, and we can definitely get stagnant. But that was a damn sure good one right there, man. Being stagnant, bro. Like, 'cause that definitely can change a whole aspect of everything. And at the same time, we bring this up though, like Kobe said, no, if you have somebody, like, cheating is not the option. Sit down, have a conversation about the things that are going wrong before you step out, because at this point in time, man, it's like that's that young man game right there. They love to do that shit. I don't know for what reason why, and most of them, like, that's why we're trying to spool up get the word out to everybody, man. It's no good, man. It's really, at the end of the day, it's no good. There's really no liable reason. Even after we mention all these things, there's really no liable reason, because all those things we talked about are fixable. And if they're not fixable, you need to come to the conclusion with your partner to go separate ways before even reaching that boundary. You know what I'm saying, Kobe?
Oh, exactly, man. I couldn't have said it any better. I mean, yeah, that's beautiful the way you said it. I mean, yeah, that's
Yo, man,
exactly
you
how
said
it
it's
needs to be.
beautiful. Damn,
There's a way.
I'm a poet today, y'all. I'm a poet.
Yeah,
Speaking
you're on
of
point, man. That's
words,
you're on fire with that one. But yeah, there's always
fire.
an
Man, it sounds
avenue
fire.
to exhaust that you can, maybe see some counseling or whatever, or maybe just talk to each other. I'm saying? Communication is key. We said we said it before on the podcast. I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Joe said it multiple times, but it is key in the relationship. So if you're not communicating with each other and you accept, like, if you blatantly accept that, hey, you know what, I'm not even gonna, like, give it a shot to try to reconcile or go to counseling. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip in somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you totally have, like, lost all respect for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't believe that it's ever salvageable if someone does something like that, because they have to accept that now that they're gonna go give themselves to someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy. Now you said it's not salvageable. And that brings us to topic number 2 to correlate with this one. Is it possible to recover from a cheating scenario with your partner? Is it? Because, and I know Kobe's like itching right now. The dude's over there itching like he got a Big Mac on his lips. But I've seen multiple situations, and I have seen plenty of stories, and I heard, where people take their lover back for cheating, maybe because something wasn't right, and they actually, the relationship just got, like, stronger, and now there's some this where just you took him back and the dude just comes doing the same thing over and over again, right? But Kobe, man, like, now I know you're gonna give me your point of view on it, and you're gonna say it is not the thing to do. Like, yes, we got it, bro. But I know you have been around people who've been around these instances, and they have actually, took this person back into their life after being humiliated. Because sometimes it's maybe not publicly, but sometimes, like, nowadays, you get caught cheating, it's going public. You know what I'm saying? Social media is going to put you out there. Like, people do not care. They will air your business like it's dirty laundry. But I'm saying that, what have you seen? And I know your thoughts and feelings. Give me a little bit of your thoughts and feelings, but give me something, because what else you seen from the society around you in this whole situation? And I think we're hashing, because I think we just had a conversation. You just had one of your boys go through this whole scenario. You know what I'm saying? And he was willing to work it out with his wife, bro. So tell me, Kobe, what's up, man?
Well, I mean, I think it's funny that you're, saying that I'm going to say, oh, it's not right, all the righteousness or whatever. I mean, yeah,
No, I'm
I
just
can
giving
drag
you
it all
crap
day
because you
long,
started off with
but
that.
I'm just saying, I mean,
I
at
agree
the end
with
of the
you.
day, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, like, I only say that in seriousness because of what we do to each other as a society when we continue to do that. Like, when you go out there and cheat on your woman, right, or a woman cheats on a man, you end up destroying people. Like, people don't understand that. They don't realize it until you're somebody's friend and it happens to them, and you watch this person like pretty much sacrifice themselves and everything they have to now try to strive to meet some kind of gap that they think is apparent. You know what I'm saying? And they destroy themselves. And like, I've seen it happen. I've watched people's lives just dwindle away. You know, I've seen people that are married with kids, and the kids, you know, come out, you know, with issues, anger issues, and all kinds of problems. And hell, even me growing up, I had split parenthood, and it was really hard. So I take it to heart because I think it's something that should never be done. You know what I mean? So that's all my point on that. But as far as you know, what else can be done, I guess, or what should
What
happen? I
not
mean, there has been some
not been
times.
done, but what
What?
people who take that partner back, bro? Like what?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, taking it back. I mean, I've never seen it work out. I mean, it's just my, like, from what I've seen, I've never seen it work out. I've only ever seen it get worse. And then the few cases that I did see it work out, or that, like, I wouldn't even say it worked out, because the guys that did work it out, they're just swingers. Like, they were just okay
they're
with sharing their
swingers.
wife or significant other, and it was just like a whatever. It was fun for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's funny you say that. You say it's fun, but I have witnessed, you know, and talked to a few people too, and that have taken partners back who cheat on them, and most of the time they come back with the, you know, the general consensus is, well, I was messing up too, and that's probably the reason why they did it, because I was messing up too and I wasn't being right. Now, you know, somebody taking ownership in that situation, I don't think that you deserve to be cheated on. I mean, I give you the highest of credit if you're going to salvage that. And like you said, yeah, it's definitely not right. And we talked about those scenarios in the beginning, but before those scenarios even happen, you know, some people make up their mind what they're going to do. And they don't think about the consequences. But at the end of the day, some people take those people back because they're bond with them. They think that is their person, and maybe it is their person. And I have met somebody prior to talking about this, and they have been like happily married for a while now, even with a slight hiccup beginning stages of their relationship. Isn't that crazy, right, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but
Different
yeah,
stroke.
I mean,
Hey, it's
I've
like
seen
different
it
strokes for
left and
different
right,
folks
bro.
at this time. You know what I'm saying? It's like different strokes for different folks. Like we can sit here and debate all day, but we will never be able to hit on the hammer because everybody's physically way of thinking and psychologically way of thinking is totally different from me and you. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what I will say though, what you had just said though, that's like the go-to response. Like,
What's
the
that?
buddy that I have right now, that's what he said. Well, I was messing up. Well, I was doing this. All that is basic psychology.
It
I mean,
is.
basic psychology
Yeah,
tells us that when that happens because of your love for your partner, you're going to say that it was your fault. And then you're going to constantly strive to meet some kind of gap that was never there. So honestly, it's a sad thing to watch someone go down. And you know what? Just like you said, that weak, we talked about it on another podcast, but
that
you know,
weak
there's that
male.
percentage of males that's
Uh huh.
weak that will accept that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's crazy, but it's so many instances we can just throw out there, and this can go on for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, four. You know, and there's so many things that we think about in this topic. But at the end of the day, just like Kobe said, no, it should not be. It should never get to that point, right? We all know that, as whether for males or females. And if it does get to that point, then you know what? You're better off instead of hurting that person, letting that person know that, hey, I want to walk away because X, Y, and Z before it gets even worse. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more the respect that you have to give that person. And we say it's, you know, we make it sound so easy. You know what I'm saying, Cole? Like how we say it over here. But, you know, it's really hard sometimes to address that situation to a person. I mean, don't you agree? Like, you really got to have that, them guts, man, to actually say that to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, when your heart's involved and your mind's involved and your finances are involved, you know what I'm saying? And you got kids and stuff. I mean, that's really, really, really hard
Really.
to address. But you shouldn't have gone that far though to try to address something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that later on in life. But it does happen though. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I mean that later on in life, you're talking about the kids and everything else. Like, bro, you already knee deep in that relationship. Yeah, you dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Because you already built this establishment called the beautiful family, but you just, you know, the grass is in. And I just see this all over the place. people are starting to realize the grass is not greener on the other side, and we're going to talk about that. Saying coming up, on our next convenient podcast. Is the grass greener on the other side? Because this is what it comes down when you're cheating. You think it is. It's not. It is definitely not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's just like I can't remember who I was telling this to, but it's always like when you're in the gym, right? You're trying to get big, and then you get to that level, and then it's not enough. Or you go, everybody wants something they don't have until they have it, and then you're like, oh, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with that. It's the same thing. It's all it is lustrous. Makes your eyes big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that, Cole. Hey, man, what you got for closing thoughts on this one? Because we will be up here all night, and this man has to get up at 5:30 in the morning. He got to eat his breakfast. That's like 5 pancakes, 5 eggs. He's on that bulking season. But, what you got?
Hey, I would just say, gentlemen, ladies, y'all out there, just stay humble, stay true to each other. If it ain't working out, communicate, talk to each other, you know what I'm saying? Cut the ties before you decide to make that decision to, involve another partner or whatever the case. Don't go out there ruining marriages and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be respectful to each other. We're all humans. We're all here. We all believe the same. You know what I'm saying? Be decent human beings to each other, and we'll be all right.
That's a good thing you said, be decent human beings to each other. And that's very important. I think people have to build the confidence to dig down. Let's just have the balls to say, it ain't gonna work. At the end of the day, it's you're more than you're a bigger person than anything else. And that's gonna be highly important too, is to establish that calm, with that person and understand like, hey, I'm getting to that point, and you should not be entertaining anything before you even try to salvage and talk to that, because then you're still wrong, because you already led into that direction. So in that bonded relationship is you two and their situation that rise, but it shouldn't be the first thing that pop in your mind is because, oh, this is not happening, I'm going to do this, and you're wrong. That's not a reason. So conversate, but the cheating aspect is never going to change. It ain't right. It's never ever going to be right, and there's nothing basic from it. And basically, we just talked about some things that I got from male point of views that will make them go in that direction. We're going to have to bring this to the female side, and Kobe, we're going to have to get some female enlightenment on why the females do this, walk away from this. Because we talked about the male version, but so next time we got to bring out the females and why the evolution of the female might want to cheat or tend to step out on that relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the next one, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get there. We'll get there. Hey, once again, thank you, y'all, for listening. Thank you for vibing. If you want to hit us up on Gmail, it is themoraltruthjoekobe@gmail. Hit us up, y'all. Hey, y'all have a great week. Do your thing. Kobe, want to tell the people anything right quick?
Hey, y'all, just stay blessed.
Stay blessed. Keep them vibes, y'all. Until next time.